Kiko has awakened the YouTuber in me with their new Hue Ready collection. Somehow they just know how to pull me in with their collections. I saw this revealed and I thought, I don't know, it's very bright. Is it gonna be more similar to like the Candy Crush collection? Wasn't the biggest fan of that. Then I went into store and I saw that they had hidden some absolute gems, some absolutely stunning looking swatching products behind that very, very bright exterior. Like, you almost wouldn't guess how sophisticated these formulas are. I feel like that sounds very dramatic, but I was just a little surprised. So my eye's tearing up for some reason. So I've been testing these products that I picked up for about a week now. I've been doing some different looks and I've been doing some wear tests. I've been trying them different ways. So I'm going to be able to tell you what I actually really think about these products. So this is going to be a good video. Let's start out with these Hue Ready Flushy Bestie Blush Sticks. These I believe you can also wear on the lips, and I kind of forgot to do that, so I just applied one of them on the lips and it gives a little bit of a like tint. It's not too slippery, it's not too moisturizing, but it's also not drying. It's just kind of like a soft flush of color on the lips, which I think is really cute actually. I kind of like it. Usually when I try a product like this and it's really nice on the cheeks, it's not that good on the lips, but I'm actually quite liking the way this looks. Just very natural, just a little bit of a flush. These are these chubby looking blush sticks, and I at first thought these were gonna be like their version of a like jelly blush stick, but that wasn't the case. These are more of a thin, natural looking, easy to blend formula. It has a natural finish to it, so it's not glowy, it's not matte, there's no shimmer or anything like that. They are just thin, lightweight, didn't have any issues with the wear time, but usually I don't. Like, I do not always talk about the wear time of cheek products because my skin just doesn't dissolve cheek products. It just doesn't happen. Doesn't matter what I put underneath it. So I always get questions. I'm not really the right person to give you that review, sadly. Sorry. Well, good for me, but not so good for you. These don't really have a scent to them. Seem pretty much unscented, and these are just very effortless, flush of color, buildable, just really easy to wear. You can just throw it on. I have not really had any issues with this, except when I put on a powder bronzer first and kind of like sweep that over the cheeks and then try to apply this on top. It wasn't impossible, but it wasn't the best look, so I feel like this on top of powders is just not the best thing. If you always wear your makeup like that, then this maybe is not going to be your favorite. So I have a shade 01 Do Not Disturb, and I bought this kind of like as a rosy bronzer, and I've been using it like that. And then I also have shade 02 Coral Me Maybe. There's also a red shade which looked really good, but I was like, okay, maybe I will pick that up later on the sale if I really love this formula. And this coral shade is really like a muted, softer coral. It's a little bit more on the natural side. It's not super bright. It's really nice for like a natural flush once again. Alright, just gonna zoom you in, and I'm just gonna do what I have been doing, which is using this one as a bronzer. So the Do Not Disturb shade. I just really like the kind of like toasty rosiness that this has. And immediately when I saw this in store, I just thought, okay, you know what? I think that's going to be a great one for kind of like that bronzery look. It's just really easy to blend. Underneath, I am wearing the Unreal Skin Tint by Charlotte Tilbury. Just so you know, there's a little bit of a glowy product underneath. This just has a really nice kind of like pinky tint to it. On me, as it blends out, I have a neutral to cool undertone. I'm pretty fair at the moment. And as you can see, it's not overly glowy. Like, this is not sticky dewy. It does dry down. It just has a little bit of a thinner, creamy feel to it. And I kind of feel like this is a bit of a different formula from them because we've seen more cream to powder, like actually matte products from them in a stick as a blush, and then we've seen some that are really, really dewy, sticky, oily, and that isn't this. This is just a thinner, more natural version of what we often see by Kiko Milano. I just feel like this in the summer, kind of like all over, just as a one and done product, is just, this is really nice. I feel like this is really on trend, and I feel like they picked some really nice colors for these blushes, which It's kind of surprising for how bright the packaging is. I do like the packaging. It's cute, it's bright, it's fun, but I just wasn't sure. Also because it's quite a small collection, sometimes they can be a little bit disappointing, but yeah, so this is what's happening right now. I am a little bit sweaty, but I don't think my face is actually sticky right now. It's just so natural, and just my natural like glowiness and the glowiness from the skin tint stick is kind of like shining through. But if you put something a little bit more matte underneath, then this product is going to be a little bit more matte. It is just like, it's not sticky. It looks good on me all day. Like, I'm really enjoying this. Like, in a way, it's not the most like inventive, like crazy different product, but it's just easy to use and it looks really cute and natural. And it's just like so easy to blend out. I've just been applying these directly to the skin and I have not had any issues with that. This is not the type of product that really sticks too much in one place. And it also hasn't done any lifting up of my foundation. Just with powder underneath, it just doesn't work. I just really like these two together. And yeah, this is a pretty solid product, but when you're fair and you just want something that doesn't get out of hand really quickly and you can build it up, this is great. And I feel like this color, this coral color, is just a really nice shade of kind of like a natural warmer pink. That is just really cute. Can you see that glow? Just a very natural glow. So yeah, these are the blushes combined. I'm just gonna leave it here and apply the highlighter and then see how I wanna like finish off the cheek look. The highlighters that we have in this collection, I honestly would expect these in a summer collection or something like that, but I am so glad to see this formula from Kiko again. So we have the Hue Ready Perfection highlighter. I have the shade 01 Glow with it, and honestly, this is such a beautiful baked marbled highlighter. It is such a gorgeous shade. It's very sheeny, there's no shimmer in it. It is very intense, it's very blinding. It is a in-your-face highlighter. It does blend in beautifully, it applies beautifully. It's just so smooth, but also very, very intense at the same time. This made me think, and someone also asked me about this one. It made me think of one of my favorite highlighters in my collection. This is the Ocean Feel highlighter in 02 Virtuous Golden Rose. This is such an old product in my collection, but I just cannot get rid of this. It's just so good. It's just so beautiful. And I feel like this is a very similar formula. Like these formulas swatched out, they just had that same intensity and smoothness. And I just feel like these are basically the same thing, but a different color. Like one is a little bit more golden, one is a little bit more cool toned. But honestly, I am very excited that I have this product, because this is kind of like a way to maybe be able to replace the Ocean Feel highlighter. Like this is a newer version of that. I am so excited because it's so beautiful. It is very 2016 blinding, okay? Be ready. It's gonna get intense. But I honestly don't mind that, because you can also just apply a little bit. This is just so smooth. I really, really like it. Like no shimmer, no glitter, just intensity. I feel like this one is a little bit more on the cool tone side, which I enjoy. We also have the darker shade, which was a little bit more golden, I believe. Just stunning. I do feel like this highlighter with this cheek, with this blush, is maybe not the most ideal combination, because this is so cool tone and the blush is a little bit more warm tone, but this with something a little bit more cool toned would be my absolute highlighter dream. This is just, it's stunning. It's just stunning. What else can I say? It is just so intense, but so beautiful. Okay, let me see if I can blend this together a little bit. I want this to be seamless. Okay, so this is not a glow from within, but you can absolutely apply it a little bit more softly. I'm really liking that. Okay, lastly, I bought these Hue Ready Color Glaze Peptide Gloss Lip Balm. That's a mouthful. So we have 4 shades, and I love a peptide glossy lip balm. It is what I live for. I throw those in my bag. I throw those on my lips multiple times a week. multiple times a week, like a lot. But I realized when I saw these that Kiko hadn't come out with anything like this just yet, and I got so intrigued. I was like, okay, let's try these out. So these are actually very nicely hydrating. My lips feel so soft after I have worn one of these. The ones that I've been wearing the most are these two. The purple one, it's just, I love a purple lip, and the kind of like clear one with a shimmer, also really beautiful. So yeah, 01 clear with a little bit of a bluish minty shimmer in it. Then we also have 02, which is a watermelony shade, and that one has more of like a corally shimmer in it. And then we have this pink one, which I believe also had a little bit of a bluish shimmer in it. I felt like these looked somewhat similar on the lips. These are not too far apart. I don't think you actually need both of these. And then the purple one didn't have any shimmer. These do have a little bit of a like sweet vanilla, but with a little bit of freshness in their scent to them, which is really nice. And no mintiness, no tingliness, no weirdness. They are not very thick, but they're also not very thin, kind of like in between, a little bit more on the thinner side. But I don't feel like these disappear off my lips super quickly, especially the hydration does linger. Like if you eat something, you drink something, like the color might become a little bit less noticeable, but it's definitely still kind of like juicy, balmy feeling on the lips, which I think is the most important with these kinds of products. Okay, so I'm already wearing this kind of like balm. I can top that off a little bit. So the coral shade. So I feel like as I first apply this, it looks a little bit crazy. I feel like it does sit in my lip lines a little bit, but then it kind of like settles in, and it's actually really nice. I, by the way, really need to powder my forehead. Like, this is looking crazy. Okay. So this is a balm. It's just very natural, a little bit of a tint. Just like nice that you can do both if you want to. And then I want to add a little bit of a lip liner. Do I have anything Kiko right here in front of me? Oh no, I don't have any Kiko here right now because I was working on a favorites video, but yeah, started working on that about 2 months ago. One day I'll finish it. Okay, just adding a bit of Catrice liner. This one is a little minty. Just giving this a little bit more structure. Like, now I already feel like it's looking really nice on the lips. That is cute. And now we're gonna put on... What should we do? I think I'm gonna go with the watermelon one. I'm gonna put that on top. Just adding a little bit of gloss. This just smells really nice. I do feel like they're a little bit on the pricey side. Like these are 15 euros. But on the other hand, it's kind of like what we're used to now from Kiko. Like there are more affordable alternatives. But this purple one definitely I feel like is worth it for me. Like if you want a little bit of a special color, this is really, really cute. Alright, so that is a lip. I think it's looking really cute. I'm just gonna finish up the rest of the makeup and then I'll be right back. Alright, so that's gonna be it. My finished look and my final thoughts. I am actually really excited about the things that I picked up from this collection, as you can tell. I really enjoy the glossy finish of these lip balms. I feel like they are not too thin or too thick, really nice in between. They look really nice on the lips. They are not too pigmented where you really easily over apply and it looks a little bit crazy. I actually think these are really nice just for on the go. Really easy to use lip balms, and I really like the scent of them. Like these are really cute. Like sometimes with this type of applicator, it just gets a little bit messy. I haven't felt like that with these. The highlighter, I'm super excited about. This is so beautiful. By the way, this one doesn't really have a scent. Like the Ocean Feel one has quite a scent to it. Like this is very neutral. Like I don't think there's any perfume in this. And then of course the blush sticks. I think these look really cute, natural, a little bit of a glow to them here, but it really depends what you like combine them with. And I do like the colors that you chose for this. So that's gonna be it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.